I will betray anyone who fights against Nigeria. I will betray anyone who is not in favor of Nigeria. Our people died during the wartime. This is a famous quote by Nnia Nwodo. Welcome to this morning program. I am Nnia Nwodo, known as the Gracia or the Sea of the Seer. Nnia Nwodo, Dr. Nnia Nwodo, as he is fondly called, said during IPOB time that he will betray anyone who is not in favor of Nigeria. He will betray anyone who wants to bring Biafra. He will betray anyone who is not favoring Nigeria. That their people died during the wartime. That this issue of Biafra consumed over 2 million people in his quotes. Now, if you go and ask Nnia Nwodo, as at the time that he said so, why did he say so? IPOB were massacred by Nigerian terrorist security because of one thing. They want freedom. Only freedom. They were massacred. And Nnia Nwodo was never, ever perturbed, if I may say. He was never troubled by this act of massacring people because they want their own self-rule. Nnia Nwodo kept quiet. As we were massacred on the street of Anambra State, on the street of Enugu State, on the street of Imo State, on the street of Abia State, on the street of River State, on the street of Delta State, on the street of Cross River State, everywhere he kept quiet as we were massacred, led to prison. He kept quiet, despite the fact that the late Muhammadu Buhari was running, refused to proscribe Maeti Allah, which was as at then the fourth terrorist organization in the world. He refused to proscribe them. Nnia Nwodo kept quiet because if they speak against Nigeria, they will be sanctioned. If they speak against the impunity of Nigeria, they will receive sanction from their terrorist partners who are sponsoring them. Nnia Nwodo kept quiet. Nnia Nwodo never condemned the atrocity of Nigeria. Our people were massacred. There was Fulani invasion, not this very big then, but there was Fulani invasion everywhere. Nnia Nwodo never condemned these people. He kept quiet. What Nnia Nwodo came out to tell the Biafra people, during the time that we said enough is enough, we are launching Eastern Security Network in order to lead and secure the Biafra people. Nnia Nwodo came out to say that he will betray Biafra again and again because our people died during the war. Now, if you ask Nnia Nwodo, this Okenye Arụrụ Ala called Nnia Nwodo, who killed Biafra people during the war? Is it the Biafra people that killed themselves during the war? The answer is no. Somebody killed them during the war. And who is that? Nigeria. So if Nigeria killed you during the war, you are now telling your people you will never support Biafra because Nigeria killed you during the war. It means that you're a coward. And a coward is not to be a leader of almost how many people? He said over his dead body, will Biafra come? Over his dead body. And the ancestors of Biafra are wasting time on Nnia Nwodo. They are wasting time on Nnia Nwodo because he said over his dead body, will Biafra come? Nnia Nwodo sabotage Biafra like never before. He said it openly that he is going to go against anything that will bring Biafra restoration. His excuse is that his people died during the war. Who killed them? The same people he is ready to blackmail and sabotage Biafra for. The same people killed our own people. So what is he saying as a leader? That we must be a slave. And that one is not everything. Nnia Nwodo with Leti Iwu and the rest of including the Obi of Onitsha, very cowardly people. They plan to go and beg Fulani people. They said that the Fulanis are angry for the coup which happened, the Igbo coup which happened. Listen, open your ear. These very useless leaders called what happened the coup of 1966, Igbo coup. What happened years after? Ibrahim Babangida IDB, in his book, said it was not an Igbo coup because the coup was meant to favor a Yoruba man. It was never an Igbo coup because those who participated in the coup are various ethnicities in Nigeria. But though the Igbo man is in there, despite the fact that the Igbo man is working for a Yoruba man called Abiola to assume power, they said it was Igbo coup. This Nnia Nwodo as Ohaneze Ndara na Ndoshi leader, because when you hear us calling Ohaneze Ndara na Ndoshi, many people will think that, oh, somehow we hated these very people, but it was their dealings that made the Biafra people to hate them. Their own dealings, their direct dealings. They were never sincere to themselves. Very disgruntled and backward people. They were never sincere to themselves. Lies, Hamure A1. Nnia Nwodo, Iwu Anyanwụ, Obi of Onitsha, and the rest plan to go to Sokoto, just like what happened in Benin. They came in Benin by them. Sokoto did not react, but immediately the indigenes of Uromi reacted. Their governor go to Sokoto to go and beg, because they have made it possible for your presidential this ambition to be bright. You must come and beg us. Very, very backward people with slavish mentality. I am a man, Oremi Jews. Please share this very program among every other platforms. Hit the like button and share. Share very widely. Share, 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 and share. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button once. So they plan to go to Sokoto to beg. Until Nnia Nwodo's tenure expired, Nnia Nwodo said he will work against Biafra. And at what extent did they work against Biafra? Nnia Nwodo means business. Nnia Nwodo and the rest of his chameleon colors, during the election time, the same person who said, I will work against Biafra, organized their refrats. They went to Chinas and Woshiden. They went to Ohaneze Ndigbo you to them to convince IPOB. They went and they really pumped the money. That is the reason why there is one governor, what are they calling him? There is one governor in this very struggle. I don't know where he is now. That they went that time to meet. And they gave him money. The first money was 1.5 million. Second money, the same thing, for them to go to Lagos. To go, IPOB, to go and make noise on the street when Oluomo said what he said. So they turn to IPOB because they usually say IPOB don't have business. They don't know in IPOB, we have the finest brain, we have the industrialists, we have those who went to school abroad, those who have business, workable business. But due to these people came for their own freedom. These refrats, this Ndoji Akpeeliozu, they said that these people, these very people are jobless. That's what they said. They said that we are jobless because we have come to save their stupidity. We have come to restore their foolishness back to factory setting. Back to factory setting. Ha mebezie ka ụmụaka ọvara akamụ anyị nyeme ha. Ma the sure na that foolishness goes out of them. I am a man Oromijus. Very, very important that you know. My name rings bell in your ear. Nnia Nwodo worked against Biafra. Nnia Nwodo worked against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. What was the work of Nnia Nwodo, who was Ohaneze leader? Even though George Obiozor have taken over then, because the tenure of Nnia Nwodo was expiring, George Obiozor was coming out. But once a leader, always a leader. What was his reaction? He never gave any press statement, but he was in every newspaper giving press statement against his own people that he was leading as at then as Ohaneze leader. This is to tell you and to show you that Ohaneze never meant well for you. Ohaneze ndị Igbo, or whatever, wherever that you see them, I am the only authentic Ohaneze. Every other Ohaneze is a counterfeit. I, Mane Oromijus, is the only authentic Ohaneze ndị Igbo. Leader. Because I preach the truth in what is happening within our land. I am the only authentic Ohaneze ndị Igbo leader. Everyone is just a counterfeit, just fooling themselves. Just fooling themselves. The kingdom of hell will never prevail. We preach nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke, truth of Elohim. Chukwu okike abịa ma ọ bụ eziokwu ya ka iji wee bịa, because eziokwu ya eme pụọ n'oru. It is only the truth of Elohim that can set you free. And that is the reason why we are familiar with that truth. Eziokwu. Eziokwu bụ ndụ. I am a man Oromijus, one of it very kind, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Nothing but the undiluted truth. I don't know, but I will keep on preaching. I will keep on preaching for heavens to hear me, for the land to hear me, for everywhere to hear me. I will keep on preaching nothing but the undiluted truth, because Elohim Chukwu Kabiama, the creator of heaven and earth, is God and not man, and only him will grant us the freedom that we so desire. Not human beings, because if it is human beings, ọkwa ihe a na-eme. Is it not these people? Human beings can never grant us the freedom that we desire. Very, very arrogant, fool people. Very, very arrogant people. Please, let us go. Let us go. Nnia Nwodo retired as Ohaneze ndị Igbo leader because his tenure expired. He went to tenure, he was, he retired as Ohaneze Ndi Igbo leader with the notion, I will forever blackmail anything that will bring Biafra. Where is Nnia Nwodo today? Fulani herdsmen are everywhere, killing and massacring our people. This Nnia Nwodo have never ever come out to say that what the Fulani people are doing are bad. He have never condemned them. He cannot condemn them. We don't even know if Nnia Nwodo is alive or dead. We don't know if he is alive or dead. But what we do know is that he said, I will work against Biafra and anything that will make Biafra to come. Till today, we have not heard about him. We have not heard about him. Since then, we know that, you see, two people have died from that Ohaneze Ndi Igbo leadership. George Obi also died. What are they calling him? Nnia Nwodo died. But Nnia Nwodo can never speak against the Fulanis coming into his bushes to kill his own people. But if it is IPOB, if it is Igbo people, you will see Nnia Nwodo coming out. You will see all of them, like Obi of Onitsha, coming out to say, oh, these people are evil. We are going to raise security. In the time of IPOB, Obi of Onitsha said, I am raising a security. It takes only people like me. I called him out, dedicate a special program warning him on the destruction of his own people. He knows that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't play. He quickly withdraw. He quickly shield himself. He knows that we don't give a damn, and we cannot give a damn. We will fight against anything that fights against us. He quickly shielded his mikbu because we were ready to act as a people. Obiozo was the person who took over from Nnia Nwodo. Obiozo was appointed, George Obiozo was appointed by the North. He took over. He continued from where Nnia Nwodo dropped, that he will blackmail anything that will bring Biafra. George Obiozo continued with it. He continued working against Biafra. George Obiozo worked against Biafra. At the end of the day, where is Obiozo today? The ancestors of Biafra called him. So, which means if Nnia Nwodo, had they been Nnia Nwodo wasted a little bit time, they will still call Nnia Nwodo. You don't trespass your boundary. Make sure that you maintain your land. Don't trespass your boundary. Had it been that, what is his name? Nnia Nwodo wasted a little time, he would have been called by the same ancestors who called George Obiozo, because it was on top of what Nnia Nwodo did that Obiozo buyed into. They said, over their dead body will Biafra come. And on that seat, Obiozo came and sacrificed. Nnia Nwodo came in. Before Nnia Nwodo died, all of you had Iwu Anyanwu came in. Before Iwu Anyanwu died, all of you saw what I put out. Where Iwu Anyanwu them, They have already planned to go to North to beg. Following the footsteps of Nnia Nwodo, what are they begging him, the Northerners for? Oh, don't come and buy us anymore. Imagine an Igbo man. All these Igbo leaders. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Every one of you wearing Ishiago is foolish. Ishiago have been bastardized by backward people, by foolish people. That is the symbol of Ishiago now. When you see a useless man, you know him by wearing Ishiago. When Biafra come, we are going to ban that thing called Ishiago. Because we have seen videos and pictures of them kneeling in the north with the same Ishiago that we wear to address our people. Ishiago, a symbol of brevity, N'ala Igbo, have been bastardized, turned to a symbol of cowardice, and therefore we don't need it anymore. We don't need it anymore. I am Emmanuel Oromijus. Very important that you hit the like button and share. As a people, we don't need Isiago anymore because that Isiago have been bastardized, put backward, and therefore, I don't think that we can continue making use of it. These people planned to go to North to go and beg them. What are they begging them? Oh, that the coup of 1966 was an Igbo coup, and therefore that's the anger of the Northerners. They want to go and beg Ndia Nwodo to stop buying them. What does that show? Symbol of cowardice, stupidity. In Igbo today, the leaders are known as stupid people. There is none of them that is reasonable. Show me one. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came as a savior of the people. Mazi Simon Ekpa came as Simon of Cyrene, now Simon of Biafra, who came to help the savior to carry his cross. As simple as an ABCD. As simple as an ABCD. Other ones calling themselves, oh, Abum Igbo governor. Those ones are useless, very, very useless as a people. The worst people in Igbo land are the governors and the senators. That's the worst people in Igbo land. The worst people in Biafra. Those ones calling themselves your governors, those ones calling themselves your senators, they are the worst species of human being. Very, very coward, backward as a people. They are very, very useless, absolutely useless. This group of individuals never meant well for the Biafra people. Otherwise, show me one single thing that will make you to go to North and kneel down as Alamajiri. Una hugona katikoro, Peter Binada, due to presidency. But we are talking about freedom. These people cannot support the freedom. They cannot put their 1 naira because they want to uselessly foolish themselves. Useless themselves. By going to mosque to kneel down. All this Alamajiri. How many people from Peter Obi's community have he eaten in the same plate with? To remain in Nigeria is death. To remain in Nigeria as a person is death. Because all your leaders are useless, backward as a people. You cannot say that not one single individual out of them stands for you. You cannot. There was a time that we used to hail Ngige. Chris Ngige Onwa, because he was the person that opened the eyes of Anambarians that there is money in the state. You know, previously, the other governors will come and say there is no money. They will embezzle money and leave. But what have Ngige become today? Is anyone noticing that Chris Ngige is still alive? They have dipped themselves in the most destructive way. They have dipped themselves in sabotaging their own people. I am a man Oremijus, one of it very kind, preaching nothing but the undiluted eziokwu kwụ ọtọ ya ka m bịara ikwu. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akụghị mmiri. The truth of Almighty Elohim. Because it is only Elohim that will give us Biafra. Minus Elohim, we are doomed as a people. And nobody will give you the freedom which you so desire. It is only Elohim, the creator of heaven and earth, who will give us the freedom that we desire. Otherwise, we are doomed. Otherwise, we are doomed. Let us go there. Because a na-eme atụpụ nkọta akọrọ egosi ya ka ọ hapụ ịdị ka atụrụ ya arụ. That I am doing this preaching here is for my people to stay at alert. That I am preaching this heavenly preaching is for you to stay at alert, to be at alert. So that never, nobody will everly disturb you. Nobody will everly lie to you. Nobody will everly fool you. If you decide to fool yourself, that is up to you. Because most of you people have what will I say? Backward brain. If you decide to fool yourself, it is up to you. Nobody fools you. But when you decide to be an idiot, it is not me. When you decide to be stupid, it is not me. I am not the one making you to be an idiot. I am not the one making you to be stupid. It is what you choose by your own self. It is what you choose by your own self. Because I will never be there to change your decision as a person. I will never be there to change your decision as a person. What you give what you named your cattle is what you will bear. Am I communicating, please? Are we preaching this undiluted truth? The truth of Elohim. Eziokwu nke Chineke a na-akụ mmiri. Are we preaching it? I am Nnia Nwodo, known as the Gracia. Today, this group of people, they plan to go to North. Now, IBB have said the coup of 1967 is not an Igbo coup. How come an Igbo leader like Nnia Nwodo never knew that the coup of 1967 is not an Igbo coup? How come an Igbo leader like Let Iwu Anyanwụ did not know that the coup of 1967 is not an Igbo coup? In all of these things, they know, but they have no option. The North, who bankrolls them, wants them to think and behave that way. The northern part of the zoological Nigeria, who bankrolls them, wants them to stand and behave that way. They never wanted them to accept that the coup is not an Igbo coup. I mean, the coup is not an Igbo coup. They want them to prove otherwise, that the coup is an Igbo coup. And they will carry out the agendas of the North. I want you to know that immediately you say, oh, my Igbo leader, my governor, you are setting yourself up for imminent destruction, because those Igbo leaders that, as you call them, are not there for you. They are never there for anyone. They are there for the interest of a common man in the north. That is the reason why Peter Obi, who cannot eat in the same plate with his own, have gone to a mosque to sit down and eat in the same plate with Ndina Sabeze. Open food. Look at the crowd there. Anaba ejuru ya aso na nni. Nwoke ibe m na-akalụ asụ. Asụ ụmụdị mkpa ibe. Because he wants to be president of the north. Yeah. President of the Nigeria that you call them is a president of the north, because you must forever favor the north. Otherwise, you will go out the next day. So what are we saying? He wants to be president of the north. Am I communicating? Am I speaking in the language that you understand? Am I preaching this holy gospel? Are you understanding the efficacy of this very holy gospel? I am Emmanuel Oremidius, known as the Great Seer or the Sea of the Seer. Very, very important that you know. My name rings a bell in your ear. Very, very important that my name rings a bell in your ear. Is this what you want as a people? If that is not what you want, is to get yourself, separate yourself from all these demonic leaders, those who keep on sponsoring your death, is to get yourself from them. Separate yourself from them so that they begin to feel that you have left them. They don't need to feel that you are with them, because you are the one sponsoring your death and you never know that. You never know that. That your support to these very individuals brings your death very closer. Makes your death very, very even much closer than you think. Because of your support to these evil individuals who have no plan but to kill you. It brings your death more closer. Now, do you believe that Nnia Nwodo is still there? Obi of Onitsha is still there. The Obi of Onitsha who spoke during IPOB time cannot speak now. Cannot speak now. That Fulanis are killing us. Nnia Nwodo, who keep on giving press statement after press statement, saying, oh, I am about elites. I am about elites. Nnia Nwodo cannot speak. Your people are dying. Biafrans are dying. Yesterday, there was war in Olu. There was war in Okigwe. Bombardment everywhere. Thanks to the Biafran angel. They were holding the land of Biafra. They were holding the land of Biafra. Holding every inch and every feet of Biafra. The Biafran angels, we are holding them. Thanks to them, all thanks to them. These are angels that we can never discard. These are holy angels, irrespective of the fact that the demonic counterparts are working against these angels. They are holding this land for the people of Biafra. There must be a time that we will forever appreciate the efficacy, the type of work that these angels do to hold the land of Biafra, to protect the land of Biafra, and we must forever pray for them. Whenever you wake up in the morning, pray for them. After praying for yourself, praying for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, praying for Mazi Simon Ekpa, praying for this Biafra struggle, Pray for the Biafran angels, because these angels, these men and women, are dedicated by heaven to protect the land of Biafra. And only them can, only them can. At the end of this very race, humanity will bear us witness. From me from here, it is good morning. Remain blessed, please.